They all doubted me, and that's exactly what fueled me. Have you ever felt like the entire world was against you? Like every door was closed, every person doubted your potential, and every voice told you, you can't do it? I know that feeling because I've lived it. They all laughed, they all shook their heads. But here's the truth. They didn't know what I knew, that the only belief I needed was my own. Every no I heard became fuel. Every doubt became a challenge. Every failure became a lesson. I stopped waiting for permission, for approval, for applause. I started showing up for myself. Every step I took, every small win I celebrated quietly was a step toward proving not just them wrong, but proving myself right. And then, one day, everything changed. People who doubted me stopped laughing. They started noticing. Doors that were once slammed in my face began to open. And the best part? I realized it wasn't about them believing in me anymore. It was about me never giving up on me. You see, the journey isn't easy. It's filled with setbacks, with moments where giving up seems simpler. But remember this: the louder the doubt around you, the stronger your victory will feel. Keep pushing, keep striving. And one day, when they see your success, they won't just be surprised, they'll be inspired. So the next time someone tells you that you can't, smile. Let their doubt become your motivation. Prove them wrong, but more importantly, prove to yourself that you were capable all along. Have you ever noticed how, the moment someone tells you that you can't do something, it either crushes you or ignites something inside you? That moment when the world seems to doubt you, when your family, your friends, or even strangers shake their heads at your dreams, is actually one of the most powerful moments you can experience. Doubt isn't just a negative force, it's fuel. Every word of disbelief, every skeptical glance, every whispered "you'll never make it" is an opportunity. It's an invitation to rise above, to push harder, to prove not just them wrong, but yourself right. Think about it. If everyone believed in you, if the world laid out a red carpet and applauded every idea you had, would you feel that same fire burning inside? Probably not. It's the resistance, the criticism, the doubt that tests your commitment. It's what separates those who dream from those who achieve. When people doubt you, it forces you to dig deeper than you ever thought possible. Suddenly, you're not just working for success, you're working to defy the expectations that tried to limit you. And that energy, that determination that comes from wanting to prove them wrong, can move mountains. Doubt sharpens your focus. It forces you to see weaknesses, to confront fears, to strategize and adapt in ways you wouldn't have if everything came easily. Every time someone says, "you'll never make it," it's like a mirror reflecting back what you're capable of if you refuse to let that negativity define you. You start thinking, if they don't believe in me, I have to believe in myself twice as much. I have to put in twice the effort. I have to push beyond every limit they think I have. That is the power of turning doubt into fuel. It doesn't weaken you, it strengthens you. And it's not just about proving others wrong. Using doubt as fuel means transforming pain into purpose. The disappointment, the ridicule, the lack of support, all of it becomes energy that propels you forward. It's a secret weapon that people who succeed understand intuitively. They know that doubt isn't a wall, it's a ladder. Each negative comment, each skeptical look is a rung you can climb higher on. Every ounce of disbelief becomes a weight you lift until it shapes your resilience, your determination, and your belief in your own ability. The key is to stop seeing doubt as a stop sign and start seeing it as a spark. When others question your vision, don't shrink, expand. When people say you're not capable, don't retreat, advance. When the world says no, let it remind you that you're the one who decides yes. Doubt doesn't belong to them. It belongs to you, and you have the power to turn it into one of the most powerful driving forces in your life. It's not a setback, it's a setup. It's not the end, it's the beginning of proving, not just to the world, but to yourself, that nothing can stop you when you refuse to be stopped. Believing in yourself is one of the most powerful tools you can ever possess, and yet it's often the hardest to cultivate. When the world doubts you, when people around you question your ability, it's easy to start questioning yourself. But here's the truth. No one else's opinion has the power to define your potential unless you allow it. Self-belief is not about arrogance or thinking you're better than anyone else. It's about understanding that your value, your capability, and your determination are not dependent on someone else's approval. It's about trusting that you have what it takes, even when no one else seems to. The first step in developing self-belief is silencing the noise. Every day, countless voices will try to tell you who you are and what you can't do. Some will come from people you love, some from strangers, some from the society that surrounds you. But none of them live in your mind. None of them know your heart, your dreams, your potential. When you begin to focus inward, when you start listening to that quiet, persistent voice inside that says, "Yes, I can," you unlock a power that no external doubt can touch. That voice becomes your guide, your motivator, your constant reminder that your dreams are valid simply because you believe in them. Self-belief also requires action. Belief alone is not enough if it doesn't fuel your steps forward. When you take even small actions toward your goal, you reinforce that inner trust. Every step you take, every challenge you overcome, every risk you face successfully becomes proof that your belief is real, that your ability is tangible. It creates a feedback loop where belief fuels action, and action fuels stronger belief. The more you prove to yourself that you can do it, the less the doubt of others matters because your confidence grows from the inside out. It's important to remember that self-belief doesn't mean you'll never fail. In fact, believing in yourself means trusting that even when you fail, you will rise again. It's the understanding that mistakes are not reflections of your worth, but stepping stones toward mastery. Each setback is an opportunity to strengthen your belief in your resilience, in your ability to adapt, and in your commitment to your goals. When you trust yourself through the ups and downs, your self-belief becomes unshakable, impervious to outside criticism, and far more powerful than any doubt thrown your way. Self-belief also transforms how others see you. People are drawn to those who carry confidence, not arrogance, but quiet certainty. When you trust yourself, it radiates. Others may initially doubt, but over time, your self-belief becomes contagious. It inspires action, earns respect, and shifts perception. Ultimately, believing in yourself is not just about proving others wrong, it's about becoming the version of yourself you were always meant to be. The person who can rise above negativity, overcome challenges, and achieve goals that once seemed impossible. Too many people spend their lives waiting for the perfect moment, waiting for the right opportunity, waiting for someone to believe in them. But here's the truth. Life doesn't wait, and success doesn't come to those who hesitate. Action is the bridge between dreams and reality. You can plan, you can visualize, you can hope, but until you move, nothing changes. Waiting for approval or for conditions to be perfect only delays your growth and keeps your potential locked away. The moment you decide to take action, even when it's uncomfortable or uncertain, is the moment you begin to prove not just others wrong, but yourself right. Action begins with small steps. You don't need to have everything figured out before you start. You don't need a detailed map of every single move you will make. What you need is the courage to start, to take the first step, to put yourself into motion. Every small action builds momentum. Every effort you make, no matter how tiny it seems, is progress. And once momentum starts, it becomes easier to keep moving, easier to push through doubt, and easier to maintain the belief that what you are doing matters. The key is to stop thinking and start doing. The longer you wait, the more your dreams slip away while the world continues to move. Taking action also means embracing discomfort. Growth rarely happens in comfort zones. Every time you challenge yourself, every time you push beyond what feels safe, you grow stronger, more capable, more confident. Action requires risk, and risk often comes with fear. But fear is not a signal to stop. It's a signal that you're moving in the right direction. When you act in spite of fear, you prove to yourself that you are capable, that you are committed, and that nothing outside of your own limitations can hold you back. The world may doubt you, circumstances may resist you, but consistent action turns obstacles into stepping stones. Another part of taking action is learning as you go. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have every answer before you start. Action allows you to test, to adapt, to refine your strategy based on real experience. Every step forward teaches you something new, and even failure becomes a lesson rather than a setback. Waiting, by contrast, keeps you in a state of inertia where nothing is learned, nothing is accomplished, and every dream remains just an idea. Action creates clarity. Action creates results. Action creates belief in yourself that no words of doubt from others can shake. Ultimately, taking action is about ownership. It's about deciding that your life, your goals, and your success are in your hands, not in anyone else's. You don't need permission to pursue your dreams. You don't need validation to take that first step. When you act, you move from being a spectator in your own life to becoming the architect of your destiny. Every single action, no matter how small, compounds into change, progress, and proof that you are capable of more than anyone ever told you. Waiting may feel safe, but action brings freedom, power, and results. Obstacles are inevitable. No matter how talented, driven, or prepared you are, life will throw challenges in your path. But obstacles are not signs that you should stop. They are opportunities to grow stronger, smarter, and more resilient. Every setback, every roadblock, every unexpected twist is a chance to test your determination and refine your approach. It's easy to feel defeated when the path is hard, but true strength is measured by how you respond to difficulties. The people who succeed are not those who never face obstacles, they are the ones who refuse to let obstacles define them. When you face an obstacle, the first step is mindset. You can choose to see it as a wall that blocks your way, or as a puzzle that challenges your creativity, patience, and persistence. Obstacles are rarely permanent. They are temporary challenges that push you to think differently, act boldly, and dig deeper than you thought possible. The moment you shift your perspective, you stop being a victim of circumstances and start becoming the architect of your own solutions. You realize that you have more power, more resources, and more ability than you ever imagined. Overcoming obstacles also requires resilience. There will be moments when failure feels heavy, when the effort seems endless, and when the world seems determined to keep you down. But resilience is the muscle that grows stronger every time you refuse to give up. Every setback becomes a lesson, Eve. Why challenge a stepping stone? When you learn to embrace difficulty, to persist when it would be easier to quit, you develop a confidence that no outside opinion can shake. The obstacles you overcome today prepare you for the greater challenges of tomorrow. Adaptability is another critical factor. Obstacles often demand that you adjust your plans, change your approach, or find a new path. Stubbornness in the face of a challenge can keep you stuck, but flexibility allows you to keep moving forward. When you approach obstacles with curiosity rather than frustration, you uncover solutions that you never would have found otherwise. Every problem becomes an opportunity to innovate, to grow, and to show yourself that your capabilities are far greater than you ever realized. Finally, overcoming obstacles is about perseverance and patience. Some challenges are immediate and solvable, but others take time, consistency, and repeated effort to conquer. Success rarely comes overnight, and the road is often longer and tougher than expected. But every step you take, every small victory over difficulty, compounds into a momentum that carries you forward. The obstacles that once seemed impossible eventually become the stories of your triumph, the proof that you refuse to quit, and the inspiration for anyone who witnesses your journey. Obstacles do not define your limits, they reveal your potential. They are the tests that separate those who merely dream from those who achieve. The harder the challenge, the greater the opportunity to grow, to prove yourself, and to emerge stronger than ever before. Every obstacle overcome is a victory over doubt, fear, and hesitation. It is a reminder that no matter how tough life gets, you are tougher, more capable, and more determined than anyone ever gave you credit for. There is nothing quite like the feeling of victory after a long struggle. It's not just the success itself that tastes sweet, it's the journey that makes it meaningful. Every late night, every sacrifice, every moment of doubt you overcame adds layers to that victory, making it more satisfying than anyone who watched from the sidelines could ever understand. The people who once doubted you, the obstacles that seemed insurmountable, and the failures that tested your resolve, all become part of the story that makes your triumph unforgettable. Victory is sweeter when you've had to fight for it, and it is most fulfilling when you've done so against the odds. The sweetness of victory lies in proving not just others wrong, but yourself right. It's one thing for the world to recognize your accomplishments, it's another to know deep down that you never gave up, that you trusted yourself when no one else did. That internal validation, the quiet knowledge that you refuse to quit despite the doubts, the failures, and the obstacles, is what gives victory its unique flavor. It isn't about showing off to anyone else. It's about feeling a profound sense of pride in your own resilience and determination. That feeling cannot be replicated or taken away, and it becomes a source of strength that you carry with you forever. Victory also teaches you perspective. When you reach a goal after a long struggle, you start to see the value in every challenge you faced along the way. You realize that each setback was a lesson, each difficult moment a step toward growth, and each moment of doubt a catalyst that pushed you to dig deeper. The sweetness of victory is amplified because you understand what it took to get there. You appreciate the journey, not just the destination. And that appreciation fuels your confidence for the next challenge, the next goal, and the next dream. Another part of the sweetness of victory is its power to inspire. When others see your success, especially after they doubted you, it becomes more than just a personal triumph. It becomes proof that persistence, hard work, and self-belief can defy expectations. Your journey shows that obstacles are not barriers but opportunities. That doubt can be transformed into motivation, and that resilience and action can create extraordinary results. Victory becomes contagious. It encourages others to believe in themselves and to push beyond what they thought was possible. Finally, the taste of victory is a reminder that your potential is limitless. Each success, no matter how big or small, reinforces the truth that you are capable of more than you or anyone else ever imagined. It creates momentum, motivation, and belief in your ability to achieve even greater things. Every victory is a milestone that proves you can overcome doubt, obstacles, and fear. It is a celebration of courage, persistence, and unwavering self-belief, and it leaves an indelible mark on your life, reminding you that you were always stronger, braver, and more capable than anyone ever gave you credit for. As we come to the end of this journey, together, I want you to remember one thing: no matter how many people doubted you, no matter how many obstacles stood in your way, no one can take away your power to rise, to fight, and to prove yourself. Every challenge, every failure, every moment of doubt is not a stop sign. It's a setup for your success. You have within you the strength, the courage, and the determination to achieve far more than anyone ever told you, so hold on to your dreams fiercely. Keep taking action, even when it's uncomfortable. Keep believing in yourself when no one else does. And when the world says you can't, smile and let that doubt fuel you to reach heights they never imagined. Your story is yours to write, and every page can be a testament to perseverance, resilience, and unshakable self-belief. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for allowing me to share this moment with you. Thank you for giving your attention, your energy, and your willingness to be inspired and to inspire others. I hope you leave today feeling stronger, more determined, and ready to prove, not just to the world, but to yourself, that you are capable of extraordinary things. Remember, the journey may be tough, but the victory is sweeter than anything you can imagine. Keep pushing, keep striving, and never give up. Thank you, and thank you once again. Go out there and show the world what happens when someone refuses to quit.